look today, so I'm in the garden 2. Last time I was talking, hanging out, having coffee, having food at the garden 4. So today I'm having Japanese food at Nine Rivers. Oh, cool. Oh, yeah, so today I'm having Japanese food downstairs at Talking. So I'm a little early after physio with Joanne. So decided to come upstairs for a coffee and a water break. And then I came across this store. I don't know how to upstairs. It's kind of nice. And it's called the Cakery. It's got like everything I like, you know, vegan, like keto friendly, sugar free, egg free, dairy free. Though I got a coffee with milk. I got a piccolo latte, but like I actually ended up buying something because I've just been standing around for a while. But it's kind of cute, you know. It's just cute. But the only thing, though I love this, is that everything is like, you know, over 400 calories per 100 grams. It's actually all really fattening. It's actually high, it's all high calorie. Like it's all high calorie, even though it's got nothing, you know, it's got nothing bad in it, but it's still really high calories. But for me, it's about the calories. I'm going on a diet, so, but I felt bad because I've been looking around and I've been like drinking coffee, so I got something. See, I got what did I get? I got the one with the least calories. I got, well, they're called oolong swirls, which means they're infused with oolong tea flavor, but see, can you see? If you shake it around, you know it's not like cakes, because they're hard, it's dense, it's got a lot of stuff in it. It's not like sponge cakes, but it's not like biscotti, and it's not like cookies, but you know, it doesn't have like refined sugars. Oh, it's not sugar free. It just says, oh, I get it. It's refined. It's refined sugar free. So yeah, something yummy take home. But weird. Normally I love when I'm on a diet, I love to eat just biscotti, because I thought it's really light. But the biscotti is more fattening than the thing I just got. Look at these. They look really cute. And it's called rabbit food. It's called rabbit food. So cute. I like this place too. Look, it's like a little cafe. It's kind of nice. Look at my back. I like the tables. The tables are all my kind of marble that I like. Well, it's time for me to go downstairs to Take for my Japanese food. Ooh, almost 4 minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna go downstairs now. Bye. See my not having heavy makeup on today, but I kind of feel like drawing my lips. Now I'm seated at Take Japanese restaurant. It's like decorated, filled with bamboo everywhere, and I got a window seat, but I decided I wanted to be kind of near where people are. So there are these 3 sushi chefs working here, so I decided I would sit at the sushi bar. So I'm at the sushi bar now. and I'm trying to decide whether to have the $1,400 omakase or just excuse me, or just have something off the a la carte menu, because I'm on a diet. But then my diet depends on what I eat and how much of it I eat. It's not really based on the menu. And this diet I'm now on, which is the Mayo Clinic diet, um, I can have fish. I can have fish 2 times a week. So if this is a big portion of fish, then this is like um, 2 servings. This is like 2 servings, um, 2 servings of fish. You know, so this is my two for the whole week. Then I'll just have this omakase menu, and it's the only fish I have for the rest of this week. And today's already Wednesday, and I'm very good in my dieting. If I want to diet, I do. You know, I started my diet on Monday, Mayo Clinic diet, and I started my diet on Monday, Mayo Clinic diet, and I lost 1 kilogram within like 24 hours. I lost weight immediately. I just followed the Mayo Clinic diet. All I did was not eat so much meat, stopped all sugars. I just, stopped the sugar. And then, well, what else? I only snacked on fruits and veggies. So for my midnight snack, instead of having like maybe a piece of cheese, or like crackers with refined carbs, I'd have just my Japanese like rice crackers, like no calories, really light, really yummy. And then I would have the leftover veggies that I made for dinner. And I just had tons of kale. I cooked a ton of kale, cups and cups of kale, like maybe more, like a whole bag of spinach. And I felt bloated the next day, but then I lost afterwards I lost 1 kilogram immediately. Just drink 8 cups of water a day. So that's my diet, and I'm allowed 2 servings of fish per week. So if I have the omakase menu, then this is my 2 servings. And hi, hey, back when I was in New York, and I was like working a job, I was like, a bona fide. I was a salesperson at Goldman Sachs for a few years, and my boss and all my colleagues in my team, we all still remember each other. And when I was working in New York, very long hours, but still, Fridays, Saturdays, even Sundays, I would be going out with my friends to like fancy restaurants, or like less fancy places sometimes. And I would really, eat full meals, at least go out 3 times a week at least for serious, real meals with my friends, or like go to picnics in the park, or, just go for cocktails, and, like kind of go to really nice bars. We wouldn't go to like kind of hole in the wall places. We always, all my different friends, we go to mainstream places, or Michelin, or once I went with my friends just to Red Lobster. We decided to anything, Michelin's, Red Lobster, the whole gamut. Oh, just past 5 minutes. But back in New York, I ate quite a lot, and I still I looked kind of as I do now, and maybe a little older now, but still the same person. So I can eat out a lot and still be quite thin, thin to the point people would ask me to model. But I did work out a little bit in New York, I started to work out. And well, my company had a gym in Hanover Square. And then I also had another Equinox gym membership. And in my company gym, I would go for like the aerobics dance classes. Because I tried like other classes, like sort of. I also tried the abs classes, and that's a little too much for me. Like I don't need to have crazy abs, and it's kind of it's too much. But aerobics dance classes, in the yeah, aerobics dance classes in the company gym. Sometimes weekdays, weekends I'd maybe go to the treadmill, but then I would have a gym trainer that I liked. In Equinox Gym. Equinox Gym, it's very fancy and it's all over New York. So I joined one that was close to my apartment, which was also fancy, close to my office in New York Plaza. So I joined Equinox, and I had a nice trainer called Ed Coda, and he got me into running. And he said, you're thin, and you're pretty. Running isn't for weight loss. It's for the heart health, in the future. So he got me started running on the treadmill, and he said, you're a girl, you don't need to run, but you can learn to run on the treadmill. And he said the way to do it. So the way to run on a treadmill to get started is you just listen to a song, and it's only one song. It's like 4 minutes. You put the treadmill on like 4, 5, 6, 7. You start with it. Then he said it's just one song. You just keep going because you're just thinking, well, it's a lovely song. It's just one song. And then every machine had like a TV on it. Every machine had a TV on it. You could watch anything. You could watch Food Network. You could watch like any news channel. You could watch Discovery, whatever. So you just go through. It's just one song. You just run for one song, and it's almost over. And then you get more fit, and then it's another song. And another song and another song, and then I started ending up running almost 20 minutes, which is kind of cool because I didn't have that habit before, and I don't think the running was necessary. It's just working out maybe a couple times a week, so I had like once on the weekends at Equinox. Yeah. And then I had a couple times in the company gym for the aerobics dance classes, which was mainly with girls. And that was living in New York, and then going to fashion shows during Fashion Week with my girlfriends. I did all of that, and then went to the museum, went to auction houses. That's life in New York. Very fun. Lots of different things. Keeping in touch with friends, anybody visiting New York. Lots of things to do. So that was that was how I stayed fit even as a working girl back then. Stayed very fit, very pretty. A lot of guys would ask me out on nice dates. I'd go with my friends to parties, and new people would want to ask for my number and stuff. So it's fun, it's nice. But went to some concerts. I found an orchestra, and they needed a pianist. They asked me to play a couple lines, and they were like, "Oh, did you go to Juilliard?" I'm like, "No, I didn't go to Juilliard." But that's how I ended up picking up the piano again. I broke up with my boyfriend because he cheated on me emotionally. But I got over him quickly because I had so many friends who loved me, had a nice and busy life, varied life in New York. And I met new people, and my friends told me, pick up the piano again, and I was like, no, I don't have time. I don't want to be a pianist. But I ended up renting a Steinway. You can rent a piano in New York. I was living up on the 25th floor, but I rented a small piano, and it's a Steinway, which is a good brand. Got moved to my apartment up to the 25th floor, and well, you know what? Literally, I didn't even practice for the first concert back to the after renting a piano. First concert after I rented a piano again with an orchestra called the Park Avenue Chamber Orchestra, literally on Park Avenue, Midtown, like sort of a Upper East Side Midtown, very lovely building. I think it's a church or something. Like the conductor, nice guy, and I told them I haven't played the piano for a couple of years. I just rented a piano in my apartment. They said, but you sound like you went to Juilliard. And I'm like, no, I didn't. I could have. That was one of my options after college, was to either go to Juilliard or to get my business school MBA degree. We decided business school, but that was one of my, Juilliard after college was one of my options. It's a great place. But anyway, so, rent the piano, almost 15 minutes now. Rented the piano and literally I only, practice the scales, like the fingers going up and down. Just practice the warm-ups, fingers going up and down, maybe for 1 or 2 weeks, just a couple nights after work for less than half an hour. Just practiced a couple times of warm-ups for less than half an hour. And then we did the rehearsals with the orchestra. And it was a nice piece, and I was also just, doing my warm-ups, not a hard piece. We had a couple rehearsals, and then the concert also turned out great. I met another pianist, and I met the orchestra. It's really nice and easy piece. As long as you really count properly, you don't miss your entrance. You don't miss your entrance, and you just do what you practiced. We had a good time. So that was my first concert, returning to the piano after not having a piano for a while. So that was really fun. So anyways, I have to go and make my decision about the menu for tonight, which I'm gonna have like the $1,400 omakase, less expensive, not $1,400 US dollars. But I'm gonna have the omakase because it's my 2 servings of fish for the whole week. It's like having 2 fish meals, and then this is all the meat I'm gonna have this week. So yeah, but the Mayo Clinic diet is seriously effective because they don't just tell you what to eat. They make you change your habits. If you have good habits, you actually change something. You say, this week I'm not gonna do these couple things. I'm not going to eat refined carbs. I'm not gonna eat any sugars. I'm not gonna snack on anything unless it's a fruit and veggie. You change your habits. I'm not going to munch on food while I'm watching a show on TV. That's what they tell you to do. They don't tell you what to do. They tell you what not to do. And that's a better way to diet. Ooh, I just hit 15 minutes. I'm gonna stop for now. Put on some lipstick and order. Hi. 我可唔可以 order 嗰個 light 啲嘅 omakase 啊？我想 order 呢個得唔得啊？今晚嚇。Thank you。我冇嘢唔食㗎。我冇嘢敏感㗎。冇問題啊，要呢個。好，知道。Thank you。I like this place. It's kind of calm and, it's filled with bamboos and well, there's still sunlight, which is why it's a good lighting, to talk to friends and people. I haven't done my nails today, but yeah, I feel well. Don't have much makeup. You see, nothing. You can literally watch me. I know everybody says I look like Dakota Johnson. Um, but I'm a little fat. I'm a little fat right now, and I have to go on a diet. Um, because my neck, because of my neck pains, I haven't been doing the running. But I'm still pretty. I still look good. I have no cellulite. See, right now I have no. You can't still see any makeup. I'm very, very light makeup. Just the sun. The sun's really. The sunlight's coming in. Looks like I have a full face of makeup. No, I don't. See, I'm actually. I have this Alice on Olivia top on, but I'm just wearing skinny jeans at the bottom, and see my lovely flats. See these flats, though they're can you see? You see? See, can you see these flats? Even though these flats are like, kind of gaudy, they're tacky, they're blue flats with like a buckle, a shiny. But it works because it matches the color of my skinny jeans. So, that's my outfit. It's really casual. I actually hardly, I hardly have any makeup on my face, but you know, it's the summertime. It's past 6 o'clock, but it's really sunny out there, and that's why I look like I have lots of makeup. I don't. You can even see over here. See my freckles. No mascara, nothing. Watch. Nothing. Not much makeup, just do a little of the eyebrows because I don't have very bushy eyebrows. I look like a baby. People say I look like a baby. I don't care. So I want to put something on my lips a little more. Put on a Charlotte Darling. Well, now I'm almost hitting the 20 minutes. I don't want to go over 20. I do have a plan, sometimes I make videos and I'm like, today I'm going to talk about all these things, which I did. I talked about what I wanted to say today, but I didn't have a time limit for myself because I'm not in a hurry. So I use a backpack because my neck hurts. I use a Michael Kors backpack because my neck hurts, but this is my wallet. This clutch is my wallet. I got it from the London company called Accessorize. If you go to London, anywhere you go, you see Accessorize. They sell like literally $10 or £10. This kind of thing is from Accessorize. £10, looks gorgeous. So this is also from Accessorize. Like everything, £25, £35. I have expensive clothes, but I also, I just buy whatever. Looks good. Looks good with my outfit. So today I have the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Lips. I love Charlotte Tilbury and I love Cult Beauty. I also have a Cult Beauty coupon. You can use my coupon and get 10 off. But no, first 10 friends get the discount. But on Space and K London, if you order from Space and K London, you get the Hollywood Lips from Charlotte Tilbury, and I like it because they have Charlotte. They have past 20. They have Charlotte Darling. They have Charlotte Darling. They have Charlotte Darling. So that's I like. Well, actually, Cult Beauty doesn't even have Hollywood lips, but I don't like very big lips Because I have cute little lips, but I like a natural color. And Space NK has the Charlotte Darling, which is the same color as my lips. So it's just for fun, you know, put on some makeup. Ooh, there's my. Oh, I love these. Hi. Ooh. Well, I have to eat now because my first Casey. My hands feeling tired holding the phone for 20 minutes. That's how tired I feel. That's how weak my neck and back is these days. Look, because this new camera, new phone, it's actually kind of heavy. It's heavy as it's like a stone. Oh, good God. Hi. Yeah, so this is the first course. It's so good. I'll be right back. I have to eat a little. So I just hi. So I just had my first course after the omakase. This is now the second course. This is the chef and this is the course. And it's just it's really well. It's my favorite. It's uni wrapped in fish. Yes, and a white fish. Yeah, flounder. It's just uni wrapped in flounder with a little wasabi. And he said this, sushi chef, he said it's freshly flown in from Hokkaido. The uni and the flounder, they're freshly flown in from Hokkaido, Japan. So it looks really yummy. So that's my second course. So I just finished my second course. Lovely Japanese uni wrapped with flounder, flown in from Hokkaido, Japan. Yum. But so I decided somehow, even though my lipstick is just the same color as my lips, I don't really have anything on today. Somehow I feel like kind of fun. Maybe it's just the one side's bigger than the other. So I'm going to watch me. I don't mind, like, you know, I do everything in one take. You know, if something happens, I just deal with it, you know. Watch. Look first, see what you want to do. It's looks a little better than you let in. Because I was born with pouty, very pouty lips like a baby. So I don't use much lipstick. As a uni. Okay. Where are this is the same color as my lips. Just ate a little, so this is the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. Heard about it a long time ago, but it's a classic. It works for me. This is nothing different. Same color as my lips. Oh, it just makes me feel like playing with my lipstick, you know. I keep my pout. See? It could be somebody who hacked into my phone and watches everything I do live, but doesn't matter to me. You know? You deal with it as you go. You just feel, I feel always pretty, you know, just, I don't know. See, one thing about me is I never get nervous. I never get nervous. I never get nervous, you know. My body generally, when I talk on stage or when I perform or meet with clients, my body's just very, very still. Whenever I perform, I never get nervous. I never start shaking. I always feel relaxed. Although my body is cold as a stone, I mean, you know, I'm really relaxed. I'm really relaxed, but like, I'm really relaxed, but, you know, when I perform, my body doesn't move. My face is just a still, very still little smiley face. And I never get nervous, you know. I don't know, because my piano teacher, his teacher is a French lady called Boulanger. And she taught a bunch of really famous people, you know. She taught lots of really, really famous people. And one of the people she taught ended up being the producer of Michael Jackson. And so many people in sort of this extended, the people, not family, but people who were trained by folks who studied with this French lady, Boulanger. You know, we're all performers. I never get nervous. I never get nervous. I don't like to look at the audience while I perform, just because I need to focus on my job. You know, I could be looking at them. It doesn't matter what they say. But you know, other than that, I never get nervous. It's just the way I am. Because, I don't know, some people ask, how come you go on stage, you talk all the time, you might feel everybody's watching even though you don't know. Or I've also had a stage career, seen lots of client meetings. Even the first time I talked to a client, you know, in the job, never get nervous. They asked me why, and I said, I don't know why. It's the way I am since I was born. And how come I never feel nervous? I think it's because if you feel that what you do is pretty easy for you, you know, it's pretty easy for you, you always can handle it. If it's pretty easy for you, no matter what, you just pretty much do it. It's like, you know, I'm a human person. I know how to walk. I know how to jump. I know how to dance. It's easy for me. If what you do is very easy for you, and you know what you have to tell people, what you have to tell the audience, is very clear in my head. I know exactly what I feel. I know exactly what I think, and so I just say what I think, and it's all, you know, it's easy. So, I mean, I don't know. It's easy for us. And my body, you know, I feel so relaxed. You know, I always can do the really kind of playful thing. I often like to enjoy myself. I'm very indulgent. But my body looks still like a cloud. You know, like a doll. Just never get nervous. Oh, thank you. This is my third course. 你想唔想講嘢？係咩嚟㗎？
呢個就金木邊，呢個係大刀魚，你應該燒一燒過，好似一燒過啲魚咧出咗嚟咧就會肥啲。
好味啊！呢個好好味啊！Yeah, so I'm gonna eat this one now. It's really good. Be right back. Yeah, so watch while I use my surgical hands. You know, I have like hands. I have kind of the way my body can coordinate like a surgeon, an American surgeon. I don't know. I mean, American surgeons, you cannot you know, it's I don't know. Excuse me, I have to burp. part of life, you know. Yeah. So last couple videos, made sure have the pout on my lips because I'm born that way. So, oh, and make sure both sides equal. Yeah. Now the other side I made a little higher. Thank you. Watch. See? Now I balanced it. Now two sides balanced. And then see, I could get a part-time job as a makeup artist, you know, whatever. Although I mean, I don't like to put any makeup on my face. See, nothing. And you know, facing the sun still, but other people, I'm very good with my my hand's tired, but I think if I can tell you how, the trick is, no, there's no trick. You have very good lighting. You can see what you're doing. Make sure you can see what you're doing. That's an important thing. If you want to be really fine, really precise, make sure you have a sharp instrument. Mine's a little blunt today, but, and then like I did on one side, and then pretty equal now. It only looks a little smudge here because I ate, or never smudge. See, you have a steady hand. If people are bothering you noisy outside, then tell yourself to do it a little slower. It comes out the same speed. You just have a very steady hand. And well, if you're drawing your lips, then you make sure everything is stretched out. You can draw properly. Your equipment is high quality. That's it. And the filling in is I never smudge, only I ate a little bit today. I mean, if you do smudge, which you shouldn't as an American surgeon, then you fix it right there. Just fix it. Do something to fix it, whatever. Sometimes I think I should have been a surgeon instead, but I mean, you know, my mom and dad just give me pocket money. like my mom and dad just give me pocket money. But really, I could be a surgeon. I could be a surgeon, you know. Too bad. I'll be right back. The fourth course. 呢個好好味啊！呢個係
日本手軟嘅
米奇魚。
蠔啊，米奇蠔個名叫。
哦，係蠔嚟㗎。Oh, this is my favorite. These are Japanese oysters.
因為好大隻，不過咗一半咧都係方便啲食。
Wow, cut in half 又係sashimi. Yeah. Oh, Japanese oysters, really big, so they cut it in half for me. Okay, like sour, something sour on it. So I'm gonna eat now. Yeah, I was so happy talking to whoever, friends or whatever that forgot whether I had actually put on Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood lips that I was talking about. Did I actually put it on, or did I say some of my food arrived and I had to eat my food eat my food first? I can't remember, but anyway, so it's a good angle. So I'm gonna put on this on. It's this is my favorite. It's called Charlotte Darling. Charlotte Darling. You can only get it on Space and K. Don't know why Cult Beauty doesn't have it. I love Cult Beauty, like I said many times, but Space and K has Hollywood Lips and they have Charlotte Darling. So, oh, thank you. Okay.
加少少滑沙面先。
Oh, it's a conch. This, of course. So, just to put some on, you know, because I am outside. It's polite. Put on a little bit of makeup when you go out. It's polite, you know. Hold on. So this is just, you know, make it a little glossy. It's so see. See, just use your equipment. I'm like a surgeon. I use my equipment really precisely. You know, you kind of look at the angle of it. If you want a more glossy, if you want a more shiny touch, you use the tip. And then, you know, if it's based on how the angle of your hand, then change your angle of your hand. You know, it's just I just use my head. I use my head and I work out what I want to do. I just it comes naturally, and you learn it, and you always do it the same way. Watch. Huh? Now you want to make it more glossy, so you use the back of it, and then you twist your hand a little, so it gets more flat. Huh? A little bit more. Want to go over? There we go. See? No matter when, just do it. Yeah. Then you get a little more. See, this one you get a little more. Oop. Let's get a little more of the gloss. Very nice. Everything here is made. Hi. Everything here made of Everything here made of bamboo. Same on the bottom. Yep. Here you cannot see the tip. You have to see what you're leading. The direction you're leading with, you have to see it. Huh? Yeah, go ahead. And make sure your surface is flat, you know. Even if I were to paint something, I do it in order. So you do here. We go here. Here. Next. We go here. 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 Here you go. You don't want this to go out. So you go here in. Now you use the back because your wrist has to reverse. So this is my final look. It's just a casual. It's my hi. This is my casual, like a casual day out. It's just a casual day out, and yeah, it's a casual. Sorry. So yeah, like this is a casual day out. Because even though I have a nice sparkly top, but I'm only wearing, like, a pair of jeans. Store, whatever you walk around London, which I love, London, obviously why I love London. But whenever you walk around London, even though I love London so much, anywhere you go, around Mayfair, anywhere, South Ken, you just walk on the streets, Sloane Square, and you see an accessorize. Covent Garden, you see accessorize. And they just sell stuff like this for like £10. So I just like get so much of it. This is my wallet. It's a clutch handbag, but I use it as my wallet. And I put my makeup in it. Then I put it in another handbag when I go out. And this one also is from Accessorize. It's no more than £30. But I have like an expensive top. I have expensive hair, everything. So just this is kind of like casual look when I go out, just to do a little physio to treat my neck pain, which I don't normally do. And I don't have any kind of like a full face of makeup, just a little bit of lip gloss, neutral color. I don't have bushy eyebrows. I look like a baby, so I just brush it a little to make it neat. I don't put any mascara on like a casual day. Watch me close my eyes. See? I put nothing on my eyelashes. I could be rubbing my eyes. Look. There's nothing. I don't put any makeup. I don't try to make them longer or anything. Just like this, and then I put on some sunblock. Oh, but speaking of my skin today, so I did a wonderful daytime. I put the daytime facial on my skin, this morning, and I used vitamin C because it helps you keep the blemishes. If you have like a few spots like I do, put the vitamin C on, keeps the skin healthy, glowing. And my my vitamin C, what I put on my skin, I use a little more pricey products. So my vitamin C I put on my skin, it's wonderful. The name is Omorovica, which is Hungarian, but you can find it right in the basement makeup counter of Bergdorf Goodman. So if you just in Manhattan, in New York, like where I often live, and yes, I love to live in New York. It's where I live a lot of the time, and you just go straight into Bergdorf's, and then you just go right down to the basement, and Omorovica is pretty much right there, close to the escalators. Maybe like where Charlotte Tilbury, even I think I saw some Tom Ford Beauty. Everything's down in Bergdorf's makeup counter, skincare basement. The nicest things. And a few years ago, Omorovica was founded, and it's from Hungary, and everything's natural, and they have everything that's the best for the skin. And I decided my skin is important. I can sometimes buy fancy things, more inexpensive for for casual days out and stuff. But when it comes to my skin, I have to put on the nice things. And on Moravisa, it was very fancy, and I wondered, how come it's a little more pricey than some stuff? And you look at the ingredients, and it's so natural. They're from the nicest places, from the places on earth where they get the most pristine ingredients. Most pristine ingredients. And the reason is I have an oily face. I have a very oily face, which thank God for my oily face, because that means I don't get wrinkles. Oh yeah, so just was saying, the video stopped for I don't know why the video stopped, but I was saying, so I have a really oily face. I don't know, some people don't like an oily face, but I always have an oily face, so I always look like I have some sparkly shimmer on my face. No, I don't put on too much heavy makeup in the daytime, but I love putting on makeup in the evenings. And I have a really oily face, and everybody says, because my face is so oily, I'll never have wrinkles until I'm 70 years old. Until I'm 70 years old. Yeah, so it's getting dark outside, so I think either it's more flattering or not so flattering, I don't know. But I was saying about my skin, thank God it's very oily. I have an oily face, I have oily skin, which means I won't have wrinkles until I'm 70 years old. But the reason that's good is not just, like for superficial reasons, I want to look good all the time or something. No, it's because, I don't have a boyfriend yet. So the point in life is one of the reasons to live is to settle down with a boy you love. Just to settle down, good life, maybe an apartment in New York, and travel to LA to see friends, and then going to London, going to Europe all the time. And then of course my parents, my mom and dad, they live here in Asia, I guess. But and then just enjoying life. It's the point in life is to settle down with one boy that you love, and I haven't found one yet, but I do think I would love an American boy because I'm an American girl. But my type would be, although I do like to wear like these sparkly clothes and stuff, I want a boy who looks fancy on the outside, but maybe he's more quiet than me, and I don't mind if maybe he doesn't want to like show off and talk on my videos or pictures all the time. If he doesn't mind it, that's great, and if he minds it, then maybe just say hi at the end of the video, or sometimes I'll go for girls' night outs. Just like a boy like my close guy friends, maybe from Harvard, doesn't have to be handsome, American, Yeah, like I said, maybe from Harvard, or maybe not, and maybe like my closest guy friends likes to be out in the town, and from Harvard, great career, handsome, always single, but he's wearing his Hermes ties. And he's wearing a fancy suit, like one of my closest guy friends, like a tie with a very fine, maybe even stripes, and then maybe a suit, but the shirt inside, if you look closely, it's a little checkered, and the lines are in really light green, but you can't see it from far away. And then the tie has a little bit of a purple tint up in the collar, and then the suit is just navy blue, but it's perfectly cut, and he's handsome. Sorry, the video stopped by itself, but you know, as I said, so in that shirt, that tie, you can see up close hints of greens and purples, but from far away it just looks well, very sharp but very fine, like me. And you know, my closest guy friend at my Harvard 5th year reunion. That's perfect. Perfect, like he said about me when we were back in school. And then the suit itself is perfectly cut, and it's just like maybe navy blue. And he likes Ferragamo shoes, a little pointy, just perfect. But and the hair, just, you know, boyish, classic, like my hair always is. But and then likes to have the lifestyle, like I said, and I love it because he likes to be quiet sometimes. Maybe sometimes people might even want to report him very successful. He's very successful. They want to ask him to do an interview, and he's the most confident person, but doesn't always feel like it, you know. But I don't mind. I love to talk to the people, but he's so confident and so successful, but a little bit shy sometimes. And he looks beautiful in photos. And he's confident, but he doesn't feel like he needs to show off. He doesn't feel like he needs to talk all the time, and we might go to the fanciest cocktails, balls, or just see friends and hang out, all of the above. But he doesn't have to, he doesn't feel he has to be the loudest person in the party, or the person, or the guy giving a big speech, you know? Just, yeah, so, yeah, yeah, like just someone I love, you know, a man I love. And I feel he's boyish, but maybe he's a little bit quiet. He's a little bit quiet, and that's okay, because when we go to parties, we still look really nice together. And I might do a little more talking sometimes, and he just doesn't feel he doesn't feel he needs to show off. He doesn't feel he needs to be talking all the time, but he's still handsome, and we love being together. And when he's got time away from a great career, he might show up on my vlogs, go to parties together, and when, you know, he feels he wants to be quiet, then, you know, he'll show up just a little bit. But if he wants to show up a lot, that's fine too. And he's, yeah, that you know, just as long as he's not too talkative, you know. But he's not too talkative. The video just broke off, but yeah, just a man I love who's not too talkative. You know, he can. We'll always go out together, look really nice together, but he's not too talkative. You know, he's not he's not too talkative, and he doesn't feel like he needs to show off. He doesn't want to show off, and he's not too talkative, but he loves me. Yeah, so maybe he's not too talkative, which actually I like. I like someone who's a little quiet, but he loves me. And we still go out to elegant parties and everything together. And if he wants to stay in sometimes, that's fine. And if I just go out with the girls sometimes, but I better close out my video for today, because I think the phone is always, it's close to the end of its memory storage limit, and I have to sort things out on it. So I think the video is a little bit choppy right now. It might stop by itself every few moments. So I'm gonna close out my my video talking. for today. But it's so nice to like talk about myself, and well, I think I talked about everything I wanted to say for today. How my neck is doing now. Well, the diet that I started just this week and how effective it is. The latest products that I'm using. The place I'm going to, which is where I always go for physiotherapy. Trying, all the different restaurants in this area. How I like to use my surgical hands, and talking about the life I do live, the kind of men that I want to fall in love with, how wonderful life is, and also just, well, I'm just feeling very lucky and thankful for my mommy and daddy, because I'm only happy because I spend their pocket money. I don't have a job, and I'm only thankful for my mommy and daddy's pocket money. But of course, I talk about what I like to buy, and later they'll give me more pocket money again. But it's just wonderful, just doing lots of different things. Well, I also should add one more thing, that today I watched a really fun cooking show from Scylla's Stuff and Things, and I love watching cooking shows, and she bought an air fryer. So she bought an air fryer, which means you can deep fry the greasiest foods without any oil whatsoever. And she was making Super Bowl snacks. She was making like jalapeno poppers. She was deep frying things with breadcrumbs that you don't have to stick into the oil for minutes to make it brown and crunchy. You just put it in the air fryer. It's got nothing but air inside, and you save hundreds and hundreds of calories. So that's kind of the latest thing I've been thinking about also. That's it. And then, what else did I do? Otherwise today, I could just do some meditation, and then my morning facial, which I talked about. And that was the last thing I wanted to say. Which I said, so I pretty much covered everything I wanted to talk about today. I didn't put a time limit to close out all the videos today, like I said, but it's just wonderful, because as always, I say everything I want to say, record everything I want to do, record everything I want to say or show, all in one take. I just do or say what I want to say. I do it in one go, I record it, and that's it. And same like today, I wanted to say all these things and talk to all my friends or fans about a couple of things. But I just say it. I've done what I said I want to do, and it's always done in one take. I don't do edits. I don't edit the stuff afterwards. I just put them together. I don't cut anything. I don't edit anything. I don't do filters or lightings, and I do it all in one take. I've never done any recordings for talking or music or speech, acting, dancing even. Never had to do a second take. Never in my life did a second take. Just always doing recordings, videos, anything in one take. All performances in one go. So I've said everything I wanted to say today, and with one bonus about learning about air frying my foods. But do it all in one take. I just do anything I want to record in one take. I don't know if that's normal or not. And afterwards, I don't have the camera equipment. For my last course, is a sushi, and I love to eat sushi. So yeah, I just wanted to say I'm having my said it's my last course, and it's a sushi, and I love to eat sushi. It's one of my favorite foods. Here's me with the sushi, and it's fresh prawns. Right, fresh shrimp on rice, and it's flown in today from Hokkaido. Because I love anything from Hokkaido. The wonderful thing about living in Hong Kong is that you can get things freshly flown in from Japan. It's not just the fish. You know, you can get the best. You know that living in Hong Kong, sometimes visiting here, you get freshly flown in milk. You get the best milk from Japan. Hokkaido, Japan, they make the world's best tasting milk, fresh milk, and they just fly them in, and I love to drink the full milk from Hokkaido, Japan, because it's just a really tasty milk. Normally, I love to have really creamy. So I just had my fruit dessert right here, and now it's getting dark out, so if you turn around you can see like the streets out there. You know, it's just a shopping area. There's in my place there's a cocktail, there's a blueberry, and across the street there's Hermes, which I always think of when I think of a boy. I think of Hermes, or rather, when I think of Hermes, I think of boy. One boy. Always one boy in Hermes. But I was just thinking, you know, while I was looking at the sushi bar, you know, the sushi bar filled with people, and you're eating in a nice Michelin level restaurant in Hong Kong, but then, you know, I'm looking around at the people dining, and just nobody looks the same as me. People don't look like me here. You know, the people just they don't really look like me here. I feel a little bit different from the rest of the people in Hong Kong because I don't really look like the people here, and I'm not sure why. Everybody looks really beautiful. Everyone is very attractive, but I don't look like the people here. I don't feel like I look like the people here. It's the other end of the restaurant, and look how pretty it is. So they look so just Japanese, you know, so zen, comfortable. I love this. This is the other end of the restaurant. Oh, I don't want to make other people feel uncomfortable.